Okay, so you have a listing and it's a great house, but it's a short sale and it's been vacated, and on the way out, maybe the sellers weren't real careful moving out, so it's a little rough around the edges.
So what can I do to get this house ready to show? Coming right up. Good morning, my name is Ron Morris. This is Moving Forward TV, your local real estate mortgage update.
And I am Delynn Guest, and thanks for joining us today. We are very pleased to have on our show today a very special guest, Julie Daniels, who happens to be the owner and operator, I might add, of Handyman Matters, who is the Clearwater 2012 winner of the Small Business Award. Okay, Julie, first of all, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us on Moving Forward TV. And again, congratulations on winning the award.
Thank you both.
Now, before we start bombarding you with questions, let's first introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about you.
Well, like you said, my name is Julie Daniels, and I'm a licensed general contractor and owner of Handyman Matters. We are a franchise across the country. We have 118 franchises across the United States. We actually have 3 in Canada and 4 in Ireland.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, it's actually a very good franchise. The reason that I got into this business, kind of short, condensed version, is I personally was ripped off by a unlicensed
that never happens.
Imagine that, you know.
Contractor ripping people off?
Unlicensed.
Hey.
Yeah. So what I did was I was remodeling my kitchen, decided to hire him. He walked off with my money, $7,000. I spent another $7,000 and redid the kitchen myself. But fortunately, he was actually convicted of 2 counts, residential fraud, as well as 100% restitution.
Oh, that is excellent.
Let the justice system work, right?
Justice.
Okay, Julie, what advice or suggestions would you have for a realtor taking a new listing on a home?
Well, one thing that we do is if they hire us, we have provided a checklist that every realtor or realtor's office can have there, and they can walk through the home, check off items that they might see as niceties or necessities. They can leave that with the seller and the buyer. That way, if things can or need to be fixed, the seller can do those, and then things that they would suggest that the buyer could fix as well. So it's
that's a good idea.
Well,
that's
a combination of both, and you can do things now and you can do things later. So it has it there for them always.
Okay, what areas would have the biggest bang for the buck? We hear this all the time.
Well, one thing that we recommend and that we see quite often is bathroom enhancements.
Yes.
There was a time where the kitchens were the best thing, but now what we're seeing is people are, especially in Florida, we have a larger population of senior citizens.
Yes.
So some things that they're doing is they're putting in an elevated toilet where it doesn't look like it's a hospital bathroom, but you still have the ease of getting up and down.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Another thing that we've just run across is a brand new product where we can actually cut into your existing bathtub and create a door, a walk-in bathtub.
Oh, I've seen those on
Exactly.
TV.
So instead of you spending $8,000 for a walk-in
is that what
tub,
those things cost?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
8 to 15. They start around 8,000. After that, we can actually create a tub with a door, walk in for less than $1,000.
Wow, big difference.
That's awesome.
So
that
things like that will help you sell to a rising senior population.
Well, if it happens to be an over 55 community,
oh, definitely.
That would be ideal.
Safety items. They want to feel safe in the bathroom. And that's where they usually get their accidents, is in the bathroom.
You're right.
Sure.
You're right.
That's what we recommend.
Okay, Julie, in addition to senior population, we also have a lot of first-time home buyers, young couples buying a house who are FHA buyers. And I know the realtors tremble a little bit when the FHA appraiser is about to come out. So what can we tell the realtors, like some things that they can do to get the house ready for that FHA appraiser to come?
I think one important thing is that they do a walkthrough of the exterior of the home. That way they can look for damaged wood, wood rot, things like that. If they see those things, they are fairly inexpensive and easy fixes.
Okay.
They should remove any type of damaged wood. That way it'll keep the inspector from looking for termite damage.
And this is really going to reduce the hurdles that we all see and delays
that
we see in doing a mortgage for people.
Right. So if you're replacing that, it had previous termite damage, and you know that it's been cleaned up, replace the wood, and then they're not going to ask for that termite inspection.
Right, and they're not going to give us a hard time about it.
And have the appraiser
right.
go back out to reinspect, which costs money and delays. I mean, it does. We've seen this all the time.
And the other thing is ceilings. I was just going to say that ceilings is a biggie that we see a lot.
Right, so if you've had a previous leak, what you do is just, instead of doing the whole ceiling, you can kills and paint over those areas so they're not as obvious. One thing about popcorn is that the paint is not going to match. If you do a popcorn spray and there's a small area, there's no way, because what the ceiling does is it's aging all together. So even if it looks bright white to you and you clean a spot, it's going to look a little different. So you want somebody that can kind of blend that in and makes it look a little more professional. You want to get up there with a can. You don't want to do that.
Spray paint.
Exactly. You want to make sure that something like that is professionally done. Flooring. Flooring is another thing.
Yes.
You know,
actually, flooring is a biggie.
It's very expensive. It can be very expensive. You look and you have carpet and all of a sudden it's a mess. You want to clean that up. If the carpet is not totally ruined, I would say get a professional carpet cleaning company.
Don't go to Home Depot and do it yourself.
Don't use your own Hoover little vac to do that either. Get a professional. We have a very good partner company that we use, and what we do is we save you the money of ripping up the carpet prior to you selling it. I think things like that you want to do when you move in. Those are the things that are personalized.
Good point, because people want to personalize it anyway.
Exactly.
Now that brings up...
Well, what are things that a seller should not do? And I think you kind of led us to the flooring aspect of that. Why should a seller spend thousands of dollars on wood flooring? A buyer comes in and goes, I hate wood flooring.
Exactly.
I'm going to put tile down or carpet down or whatever. So that may be something they need to avoid.
Right. And if you're going to paint, one thing is if you're painting, don't personalize. Exactly. You want to go with some whites and beige,
neutrals,
light colors, things that you don't want to put one room blue and one more pink. And if you have those things, you probably want to change those prior to selling.
And that's a relatively inexpensive. I mean, that's
right. You can do a room or two. It's not going to cost you thousands of dollars, but it will help you sell your home faster. And curb appeal. You want to look at the curb appeal.
Absolutely.
You want to maybe do some nice landscaping, things of that nature that will change when they stop. So that could be done
make them
simple.
stop and call that
Exactly.
So you're right. Outside is a biggie as well.
Those are probably the best items that I would recommend to start with.
Great suggestions.
Excellent. That's our show this week. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks to Julie for being with us. Julie's information, by the way, it's a link on here. You can reach out to her. Excellent information. Thanks so much, Julie.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd just like to leave you with a couple points. Remember, always hire a licensed, insured, and bonded contractor. Absolutely. And remember, at Handyman Matters, we'll complete your honey-do when your honey didn't.
I don't know how to respond to that, so I won't. I'll say this. Reach out to us. We are on all the social networking sites. You can email us. You can even call us on the telephone.
Yes, the old-fashioned way. Are you a honey didn't?
Pretty
Not
much.
going, yeah, I know.
I'm not even going to try.
And just another reminder, we are sponsoring a class at the West Pasco Board of Realtors on March 7th. 3 free CE credits to you. So make sure you sign up for that. Email us, Twitter us, something like that. We are today and every day.
Moving forward, we'll see everybody next week.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.